Welcome to On Second Thought. I'm John Price, and I'm here with our pastor, Jay Hackett, where every week we take a deeper dive into life at Peachtree Corners Baptist Church. Whether we're talking about the latest sermon, upcoming events, or just whatever's on Jay's mind, this is your insider look at our church, our staff, and what makes PCBC your church on the corner. So join our conversation as we help you find community, purpose, and growth. Let's get into it. Hello, and welcome to On Second Thought. This is episode 43, and we've had a good weekend. We are in the marriage series. Where is this? You have one more, or was that the final?
Well, being out 1 week from the snow,
it's throwing it off.
It's kind of thrown some things off.
Yeah.
So we are going to continue probably for at least one more week, if not two, depending on how it is.
Yeah. Well, and we don't really have the calendar scheduled, the preaching calendar scheduled for the whole year. So you got margin to play with.
Yeah. We got Easter on the 5th of April. So until then, we're pretty open. But no, I think it'll be good, and it's been good to be talking about it, you know.
It was great when this last week. Yeah, very practical. Every single one, very practical. You've got a lot of great feedback. I've enjoyed listening to them. You have a gift of really identifying, communicating stuff and good communicators, people see themselves in the stories. And so you do a good job of kind of giving those examples that we husbands are like, yeah.
I wish I had, I wish it took me longer to find those illustrations. Let me put it that way.
They're just right there.
They're right there, so close to home.
Yeah.
And yesterday's message was one that, definitely works with marriage, but I even had several people come up to me after the service, and they were like, I've got a relationship with a family member. I've got a relationship and it was just like, I thought you were going to call my name because you were describing exactly the scenario. And it was just fun. They were, all of them said the same thing, which was, we know it's not you. We know it's God in you. And, because it's the right thing to say. And I get that. And I agree 100%. It wasn't me, but it's one of those scenarios that I think we just all relate so well to it. And, we got conflict. We got some things that are happening, inside of these marriages. And, it was kind of funny. We had a stacked service yesterday. And so, just trying to think through, okay, how do I pare some of this down?
Right.
Because I think it was.
It never bothers me. I just go.
You just continue. I think it was like 10:08 or something when I actually was up and started going. And I was like, okay, I've got to take what's normally 35 minutes and kind of succinctly, how do I put this together and hit it? And we still went long, but I didn't
look when it's good stuff and people are engaged. They're not looking at their watch.
No. And I think that the main things that I was trying to convey yesterday was just what's our approach on handling conflict. Right. I mean, let's think about it that way. Do we just take a beat?
Yeah.
Right. And it's almost like, if we try to rapidly handle this, it's going to escalate this situation and things. So what can we do to de-escalate this? Right. Maybe let's wait 24 hours before we have this conversation. Let's let emotion, just kind of settle, because right now I'm pretty heated, or right now this is really rubbing me the wrong way. And instead of fighting the problem, I'm going to fight you. And
the point you made that it's, and this is kind of also a Stoic philosophy, the thing is not the thing.
Yeah.
And, it might be a fight about the laundry, or in our house, it's usually the dishes, loading the dishwasher, because one person, has the right way to do it, and the other person
is the husband
clueless.
Sorry.
No, not necessarily. But
do you have a certain way you have to have the dishwasher back?
It's not that I have a certain way. There is a certain way.
All right, real quick. Utensils up or down? Like a fork. Do you have the prongs up or do you put them down?
No, I put them down.
Okay.
Because one, stuff shoots up, but two, if I put them up, then afterwards when I'm grabbing them with my hands on the part that you eat. But like goes with like, so size like goes with like. So you put the same kind of plates, they stack better. And I always tell April, look, if you do it the correct way, you can get in 30% more. And then she reminds me to take my medication. But it's but it's not the thing most of the time. What you're arguing about, that's the identified issue, but there are underlying things. Yes. And we actually carried that conversation on in life group, because we were in Matthew 9, where the guys bring their paralyzed friend, lower him down on the roof, and the guy's there to be healed for his body, and Jesus says, he commends the man's faith and the faith of the friends, and says, your sins are forgiven. It's like, wait, what?
Hold on.
You can't see why I'm really here, but it is, Jesus knew what was most important. Correct. And in handling conflict, that's where we have to go. We talk in our life group all the time that Christianity is about playing chess, not checkers. Most of the time, we do get to look beneath the surface and saying, what's really at issue here? Mm-hmm. And man, so much conflict can be avoided or even shortened by saying, hey, what's really going on?
What's really happening here?
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that's what, I was thinking about. The other thing was, how do I assume the best in you?
Yeah,
right? Because immediately, if I'm really concerned about the issue that we're having, it's not about the laundry, or it's not about the dishwasher, it's not about these things. And it's really not you being the enemy. And so if I'm slowing down for a second and I'm going, okay, hold on a second, I want to get this right. Let's deal with the issue so that the devil doesn't get a foothold somehow here in this relationship. And so I'm going to assume the best in this and not attack you right out of the gate, right? And start attacking your character, start attacking all this other stuff. But I'm going to go give you the benefit of the doubt. You are the love of my life. You are a friend of mine, whatever that relationship is, and go, okay, let's address the real thing that's here. And because I assume we're trying to work in the same direction for that restoration, as we were talking about, yesterday.
Well, and April, with her counseling background, there's an axiom that she has said, 20 years ago, that has always stuck with me and helped me, is everybody does what makes sense to them. And so something might happen, and our first initial surface response is, you're crazy, or that's crazy, but nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to do something totally irrational. They respond, they react or act based on their, family of origin, their default stuff, just, the filters that they have. And so to take a beat and to realize, okay, you did that or said that for, because it made sense to you. Why? So again, that curiosity, tell me what's going on.
Tell me how that stupid thing made sense to you. Probably not the way to say it, but it's that instance of going.
It is a way to say it.
It is a way, but no, okay, that it's not.
Yeah, this isn't you.
Making sense.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on. That's simple. I love that. I don't think you could be that. Idiot.
You're not normally this stupid.
You're not. Normally you're off, but not this far off. So how do we, address some of this?
Well, and it helps you not only with them, but it helps you with yourself, because if you are able to recognize, boy, why did I say that? Why am I getting enjoyment out of poking the bear or saying things that I know will get a reaction? What's going on in me that, and
a lot of times that pride, right? I want to win, and by gosh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it, and because this is what matters to me. When we've got to say the win is not what matters,
Right.
The relationship is what matters.
Yeah.
And so we are going to move forward with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swallow that pride. And a lot of time, half the time when I'm digging into my own life, it comes down to those issues.
Yeah.
Right. It's just more my pride. Don't want to look like an idiot. Don't want to feel, however it is. But it's like, all right, why do I struggle with that? Why is that such a big deal to me?
Yeah.
Lord, just,
And a marriage truth is when I win, we lose.
Absolutely.
It's when you start thinking, as you said, your partner as the adversary.
Correct.
You're well on your way to making things worse.
100%.
So, yeah.
100%.
Mm.
So I thought yesterday's sermon was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 baptisms, man.
Yes.
That was so cool.
And again, kudos to Todd for those videos. Great testimony. We had a couple of the students,
Yep.
Brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 adults.
3 adults.
Each one with a different type of testimony, but ones that really connected, I'm sure, with people that were listening.
Absolutely.
I mean, I Chelsea and being honest about anxiety,
mm-hmm.
depression, just feeling disconnected from her kids. I mean, that's a normal thing.
Correct.
And then seeing the impact and importance that true community brings by being involved in the women's Bible study on Tuesday mornings. Very cool. And then Ethan talking about just how he had animosity towards Christianity, didn't even want to think about God because of things he had heard, things sometimes Christians do that are very unchristian, give us, whether it's abusing power or being smug and non-loving, that can turn off
Absolutely.
a world. But talking about how his now wife helped him to kind of dig a little deeper. Great. And McAllister's as well. Yeah, good stuff.
It was just cool. And, those are one of the things that, when you're planning, you're looking at this, and you're like, man, that's a lot of time, But then, as Todd reminded me, he's like, that's why we're here. And I'm like,
you're talking about the length of the videos,
the videos and the back. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is all about life change. And I've always said, I think the testimony and the baptism speak volumes even higher than the sermon a lot of times, because people, like you just said, that's me.
Yeah.
I relate to that, or I connect with that, and that's my story. And so they have to reflect on those moments and go, wow, am I following? Am I fully surrendered? Have I done, what God is asking me to do?
Yeah. The scripture talks about the power of the blood of the martyrs and the testimony of the saints, that we connect with story. We find connectedness in the story of those things that we can, are private when we're honest and open and vulnerable. It's stuff that we all deal with. It's universal. So it's huge. Very good. Very cool.
Huge. And it's funny because sometimes people are like, I don't think my story is that powerful. And I'm like,
right.
It is, because it's your story.
You know?
And I'm telling you, people relate to that, more than anything else. And they're like, well, but trust me.
And when people share their genuine story, God is going to use that. It's
Absolutely.
When they either feel, oh, this is a weak testimony, or they try to make it fit into what they think is more exciting. I've been on mission trips and stuff where people have shared their quote testimony, and it was very cringe because it wasn't authentic. It was, one guy was like, when I was young, I would lie all the time, and when I was 5, I would lie. Like, oh boy, yeah, that's real. And this is a good guy, a great guy, and honestly, the authenticity of saying, I was a good guy by all accounts. I didn't have any kind of outstanding warrants for my arrest, but there's a lot of good people that are going to spend eternity 100%. Separated from God. And so God uses our vulnerability, our authenticity, he uses our weakness for his kingdom, for his purposes. So, man, it was good stuff. Good story. So a great day yesterday.
Yeah, worship was fabulous. I thought,
Yeah.
it's always good when you get Jacob and John together.
Oh my gosh. Yes. No, I mean, fantastic worship.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I did tell Jacob after it was over, I said, a lot of testosterone on that stage today because it was all guys across the board. But but I thought it was a fabulous day of, just coming before the throne and hearing God's truth and kind of walking away going, all right, Lord.
Yeah.
Now let me be on mission for you, at my house and my community, wherever it is.
Yeah. The excellence in and again authenticity that Jacob and the folks that he gathers to lead us is it's not about personality.
No.
There are times when I will go somewhere and worship, and it's about the stage presence of someone, or you just kind of get a vibe for, okay, is this about, and I just don't get that from Jacob or the other folks. It really, it's just about him. And that's so refreshing. And I'm proud that we offer that at PCBC.
Yeah,
he does a great job of that.
100%.
Yeah.
Loving it.
So we have the 5K coming up March the 14th. It's on a Saturday.
Yep.
Second annual.
Yeah, had like 400 people the first go round. They told us we'd be lucky if we got 100 to show up. And so we're excited about that. And Wallace has done a fantastic job working with the missions committee and getting his team of people that are out there and really pushing it. I do the pastoral show up and wave. I'm not running 5K. Yeah. I'll be in the golf cart if we get one that I can ride around and, wave at people.
I I completed last year's.
Hey, that's huge.
I don't feel the need to do it this year. I am signed up to help. When I got on the Sign Up Genius, I was a little sad that the best job was already taken. Will and Carol have taken the role of walking at the end of the race, kind of to signify, hey, this is the end of it. We can start cleaning up and closing up shop. But I may join them in that walk. I think I'm helping with cleanup or something. I don't know. But that is something that is coming up. Action step that you can sign up for the race. And it is fun. There's a lot of energy. I am not a runner. I don't enjoy running, but there's something about something like a 5K that just everybody together, that energy that at least will get me about 100 yards down the, down the way before I start having regret. So you can sign up for that or sign up to help out. There is still a need for setup, for tear down, for, being kind of I don't know if it's mile markers, but in that neighborhood, just kind of encouraging people, maybe being there to hand out water. Mm-hmm. That sort of thing. So
a whole lot of fun. Yeah,
that coming up. And then Grace Marriage, the deadline to sign up is over, but it begins March 1st.
March the 1st. Yeah. And I think we're actually leaving it open a little longer.
Are we?
It'll just take a little time.
Okay.
For your books to come in.
Okay. We've already gotten ours.
But came in the mail. Yeah. And so I think we said we were right at 91 couples that are going to be participating.
Which you said was also, Grace Marriage was amazing.
Oh, Grace Marriage was blown away. Yeah. They were like, there's been, 2,000 member churches or attending churches, 2,000 in attendance, and we only got like 50 couples that were a part of it.
Yeah.
And so I think we've done a good job of promoting it, talking about it, and I think it really being a key factor for our church this year.
And Jim Hughes' tenacity.
And his tenacity to continue to talk it up.
Yeah.
So we're going to be meeting in the worship center and have some fun with that beginning on March the 1st. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm just...
Also on March the 1st is the Volunteer
Banquet. That's right. So that evening at 5:30. 5:30
to 6:30.
5:30 to 6:30.
It might...
Corn dogs?
Corn dogs.
No.
That was my main diet in seminary was
Yes.
was Sam's frozen corn dogs. I think they were about 25 cents a piece.
Yes.
So stick them in the
Every time
microwave,
my
a little
kids
mustard.
ask my wife, "Hey, where are we going to eat?" She goes, "We're going to Kmart to get a corn dog." And I'm like, "That's awesome."
Listen, the Costco special of that.
Is this where you took April for Valentine's Day?
No.
The Costco special?
No, but we when we were in seminary, we were going to go on a cheap date, so we went to Costco to have pizza, slice of
Nice.
pizza you get for like $1.50 at the time, and so we enjoyed that, and we were like, hey, while we're here, let's just look around, and I think we got 2 recliners for about $330.
cheap date.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
that didn't quite
This
go
did
as
not
I
go the way I
right,
envisioned.
which is why they sell those for
Right.
$1.50. They're
Get you
trying
in
to
for the
reel in
food.
suckers like us. No, we're gonna do a little better than corn dogs. We are doing chicken piccata
Ooh,
and pork tenderloin
all right.
with wild rice and baked garlic and a dinner roll, roasted broccoli. What else? Caesar salad.
Wow.
Yeah. And a nice dessert. I think we're doing like fresh brownies and pastry puffs. It'll be a very nice meal.
Yeah.
And we decided to forego training this year just so we could celebrate
Yeah.
them and enjoy the meal.
Just have a nice time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so Lindsay is thinking about possible themes, but we're just going to have fun with it. That'll
I
be
love it.
on March 1st. So a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on that day. It'll be
Yeah.
a full day
Yeah.
for sure. Weekend. But anything else that you can think of?
No, I think that pretty much sums up this week.
Okay,
and
great.
Just excited about
Yeah.
things God's doing and the direction we're headed. So don't miss it.
Yeah,
Miss
no,
out.
absolutely. We want to thank you for being a part of PCBC. Thank you for your involvement, your generosity, and we want to encourage you to continue to participate, get active in the different things that are going on here, whether it's Grace Marriage, whether it's the 5K, or our weekly recurring things, life group, worship, church meals, that sort of thing. So thank you for joining us today. We hope you have a great rest of your day, and God bless.
Well, that's it for this episode of On Second Thought. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the conversation, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend. If you have a question or thought, drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to find out more about your church on the corner, check us out at pcbchurch.org. We'll be back next week with more. So until then, have a great week and God bless.